Nollywood comic actor John Okafor is dead. Now, better known as Mr. Ibu, it was confirmed that he actually died on Saturday afternoon after he was moved to the intensive care unit at Evercare Hospital, Lekki, a few days ago. Now, Mr. Ibu, who died at the age of 62, died of cardiac arrest after he had a relapse about a week ago and was rushed to the Lagos-based hospital. Also, the president of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Emeka Rollas, confirmed the actor's death. Last year, the actor underwent surgery to remove one of his legs after soliciting help and prayers from fans. Meanwhile, fans and colleagues of Mr. Ibu have since been giving out tributes in honor of the funnyman. The actor was known for his funny roles in many movies like Issakaba, A Fool at 40, amongst others, which earned him several nominations and awards. Mr. Ibu's death followed the passing of his colleague, Tolani Quadri, popularly known as Sisi Quadri, who also died on Friday and was buried on Saturday in his hometown in Iwo, Osun State. Now let's quickly have some tributes that were pouring in during the course of the weekend. Let's kickstart with Bovi's tribute. This was what Bovi had to say about him. So Bovi says, the passing of John Okafor, aka Mr. Ibu, is a sad chapter in Nigerian entertainment history. Let's take solace in the fact that his works will live on and will inspire generations unborn. Rest in peace to one of the greats. Let's have another tribute. Charles Inoje says, rest in peace, King. Yes, you can have it all now. That which eluded you the most when it mattered the most. Peace. The peace of mind to recuperate peacefully was a favor too expensive to oblige you. Now it's all yours, bro. Revel in heavenly peace, infinitum. Rest, rest, rest in peace. Still on the tribute, Kanayo Okanayo has this to say about him. And he says, Africa's Mr. Bean takes a bow. John Okafor, aka Mr. Ibu, is the most outstanding comic actor by conduct. He didn't need to say a word to evoke laughter. His body movements and all was comic. He embodied laughter. May God, who called him home, grant him eternal rest. God will smile receiving you. Amen. And he went on to, say a whole lot of stuff in the Igbo dialect for the Igbo people there. Anyway, moving over to other reactions, that was still on the social media space as regards the loss of a very, very, big legend and icon. This user says, this man gave us so much to live for, laugh for, and feel for. The fun, the childhood memories, he gave us everything and more. May he rest easy. For all the happiness he brought, his name will always be remembered. And Pashat Hope says, it's just unimaginable how fickle life is. One moment, a bubbling spark. The next, the silence of nothing. Thank you, Mr. Ibu, for everything. And one more reaction. Vivi Voji says, this man really went through a lot in his family, made his last days unbearable. Guys, we lost a legend. This man made our childhood fun. We won't forget you, sir. And Gun Girl says, what is the real essence of life if no one is going to make it out of life? Or make it out alive? R.I.P. Mr. Ibu. Now to pay a final tribute right here on TMI Socials, I picked up one of his funny comic video for you. Take a look. Yes, if we could just have that particular video, because I remember, you know, during the childhood, it was from one beautiful drama up until another, and I remember he was always with Osita Ehime, yeah, you're popularly known as Popo. Like, that's like the very own funny, you know, popular guy. So let's have a look at the video.
Nonsense.
But it's not free.
Pray, no problem. What do you use for the soup?
Huh?
Is this a soup or puss?
How?
What kind of soup is this?
It's a soup now. Huh? I took it with got a time, sugar, everything. Very sweet.
Sugar.
Ha! Papa.
Sugar.
Papa, it's very sweet too.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with it, eh? No, eat. Finish it.
Papa, you're not eating.
No, finish.
Hey, look.
Finish it.
You don't like to eat meat. I'm tired.
Eh?
I'm tired.
It was work. If you didn't finish this food, I kill you here.
Papa, it's better you give me because it's something as finishing this food. If you don't give me now, by the time I finish this food, I will still die.
Better for me because you have no use to me.
Yes, rest in part, legend. Now, if you didn't laugh seeing that video, I don't know, perhaps your problem is bigger than Nigeria. I mean, Mr. Ibu, the late Mr. Ibu, made my childhood, and I'm sure he made yours as well. It's really a sad thing that we're getting to lose, you know, most of our legend lately, and I just hope and pray for good health for all of us who are still here. Now, moving over to Abuja, where some residents actually broke into a warehouse thought to belong to the National Emergency Management Agency and carted away food items. Now, NEMA stockpiles food items and other essentials for when it needs to provide emergency relief. The incident occurred yesterday in the Gawa area of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. Meanwhile, the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, yesterday dismissed the news making the rounds that its warehouse was looted by some FCT residents in Gawa Karimo area, saying the looted warehouse belongs to FCT Agriculture. Let's listen to this real quickly and move over to your reactions.
Can I call you back? I did. Man, boy is the best, oh boy is the scatter area, oh boy is the best. Oh boy.
The warehouse in Igwagwa Karimo, Tasha. People are hungry.
A trending video of what happened in Kaduna State, as it was being seen that residents of Kaduna State blocked a company's truck to loot foodstuffs. Take a look at this.
Mutane ga nan, ka gani taliya ce ga nan, taliya ce ga nan, round ce ga nan suna iba, ka gani da yawan mutane ba musulmai ba ne, da yawan mutane ka gani musuluncin na ƙarya ne. Hey!
Let's get your reaction to this tragic incident. All right, this user says, have you heard that when the poor have nothing left to eat, then they will start eating the rich? Question, food for thought there. Another one says, when there is no more warehouse to loot, they will face politicians. You cannot tell to what extent hungry people can go. We'll see how things goes eventually. And JD says that was why NEMA was created, for emergencies and disaster management. The hunger in the country is a disaster that calls for emergency response. May God help us indeed. And finally on the story, economic hardship was never an excuse. Who will loot, even if the country is flourishing. Oh, that's what you think here. Plenty looting going on right now in the country.
Well, I know this is happening. If you ask me, it has been happening. In some part of Southwest, we've seen videos like this emanating where people looted a truck loaded with yam. You need to see how people were hustling these fresh tubers of yam.
Right.
These are cartons of noodles, if I actually saw it clearly. You know, I think the government need to wake up. People are hungry. It's not really funny.
Now, finally, my final story for you for today is a statement that was being, made by a former president, Muhammadu Buhari. As he says, he said he is happy with the current administration of President Bola Tinubu. Now, the former president was quoted to have said this by Stanley Nwocha, spokesperson for Vice President Kashim Shettima, who visited Mr. Buhari in Dara, Katsina State on Friday. Let's get your reactions to this. This guy says he is mocking us and he's laughing out loud. And then another one still on the story, says, am I the only one that read that sarcastically? And finally, this user says, with his low performance, he would be happy that we met someone that made us wish we still had him. This is a dream come true for him, from top to bottom, like he said. And finally, this one says, in Buhari's voice, I am not the worst president, I am the friend of the worst president. Nigerians got no chills, yeah. If you know, you know. I'll leave it as to that,
President Buhari is actually speaking, and he's actually saying we should bear with this government. Is that what he said?
He said he is happy about the government.
He's doing well.
Doing well.
And he's happy with the government. I think he's just telling us, I did my best. You're going to miss me. May you not miss your ex when you are in a new relationship. That's food for thought. Yes. Well, don't have reason to miss your ex. We're actually missing Buhari in a way, but Buhari, just stop talking. Leave national issues to the current president as they are doing their best. We'll be wrapping up. And I think that issue that took place in Abuja is a food for thought for the government. Let's hear from our colleague in Abuja, Dominic, if he's still there, as we begin to wrap up. Dominic, we need to go. What says you? TMI Socials got lots of insightful stories for us this morning.
Of course, I see the incidents of looting is something that we need to start finding a lasting solution to it. The one you saw from Kaduna State where trucks were being hijacked by, this time we can't call them hoodlums because everybody is hungry, whether hoodlums, whether residents, everybody is hungry. But we just hope that the governments will be doing what is needed to ensure that we have food on the tables for Nigerians. Everybody is hungry, both the rich are complaining.
So we need to go now. We'll see you on the next one tomorrow. Thank you, Anu. We hope to have more fresh, juicy package from you. My name is Daniel Prezo Sadebame. Good morning.